Look, to be totally clear with you, with some people that didn't understand it, Igor Tudor's mission is not and was not to build. Thiago Motta's mission was to build. Igor Tudor's mission is one, and it's really clear. It's to win. There is no time to spend, there is no time to test. Winning is all that matters. And that's what he did yesterday. 1-0 against Genoa. And he had it really clear in mind. He's extremely focused. And he knows what he needs to do. He said it before starting the game. Vincere è quello che conta. Winning is all that matters. After the game, when he has been asked about the beautiful emotions, about the fantastic welcome, the banners from the supporters saying welcome back home, Igor, well, he said it's beautiful, the emotions, absolutely. But what is even more beautiful is the victory. And when he said that winning mentality that he has inside of him, he came out a few times on the table. Winning. Victory is the most important thing. Yesterday we won 1-0 against Genoa. Goal. Fantastic goal of Kenan Yildiz. That's what we'll speak about in today's video. Ciao Juventini of the world. My name is Giuseppe. Welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Good news, bad news. To start with, the first good news is that yesterday we reached 37,000 Juventini of the world on the channel. So thank you for all the support. We even did better because if I'm not wrong, we are already at 3750, something like that. Bravo. The bad news, unfortunately, for all the people, I think that we were in the group 2,500 on Telegram. Well, yesterday, unfortunately, we made a mistake because we posted something that we should have not posted. Copyright infringement. We received an email and the group has been deactivated. We sent the mail. Thank you to Mo El Shahali for the support for the mail that we sent yesterday. Let's see if the group will be activated again so that you can follow again live, real time with a fantastic support from Sir Raz, the news that you are reporting that group. Until then, there is no group. So let's see if we will activate a new one, if we will stop it, if we will open it on another channel, like for example, Instagram or WhatsApp. Let's see, but I'm extremely sorry for that. It is what it is. In the meanwhile, put the notification ring on because probably because of the fact that we have no Telegram group, well, I will try to increase the videos here on the channel, trying standard to go with 2 videos a day until it's solved. So let's see. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for subscribing to the channel because now we start. For the people that were expecting Igor Tudor to be a wizard, to have that magic wand and to change everything, calma, because that's not what Igor Tudor was supposed to do. I think that the most realistic fans were absolutely not even expecting Igor Tudor to change or being able to change everything after 2 training sessions only with the players. We know it and we saw it yesterday. Yesterday we didn't win the ball possession, 49% Juve, 51% Genoa, and by consequence, not having that much the ball, not playing the same way of keeping the ball, that huge possession. Well, when we try to pass in a certain moment of the game, we were absolutely unprecise. Yesterday, we dropped down to 80.4% pass accuracy, which is far from the standard that were reaching the 90% in the Thiago Motta era. Yesterday, we know it, not a lot more shots on target. We had 9 attempts, 6 on targets, which means that we were quite accurate with the shots, but we didn't see a huge big difference in terms of way of playing, in terms of Juventus that was able for 90 minutes to be extremely intense, etc. We didn't see wonders. The one thing that we saw was the duels that we won. 55% of total duels won, 60% of aerial duels won, which means that Igor Tudor, he already was able to put a few things in the mind of the Juventini, the players on the field. Aggressivity, going, trying, not giving up, and that's what we needed, that's what we were asking for. Something that we didn't see against Empoli. Maybe with a bit of more will, envy, grinta, pride, probably would not have been eliminated against Empoli, probably would not have lost 4-0 at home against Atalanta, probably would have reacted a bit against Fiorentina before the international break. Well, that was enough yesterday, enough to beat Genoa. Would it be enough to go with 8 more wins, because that's the remaining game until the end of the season? Probably not. But at least we saw the first thing. And how did we see it? It was translated at the 24th minute and 50 seconds, or 40 seconds, where the ball goes out. Igor Tudor, that is in that way totally different than Thiago Motta, way more active. You saw it with his hands, speaking, you heard his voice, well, taking that ball immediately, giving it to Koopmeiners for that pre-assist, throw in, fast, going fast. You saw it in the image. Go fast. We have no time to lose. We must go for the win. Die, 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 die. Giving that ball super fast to Cope. Cope throw in on the back of Dusan Vlahovic that is going towards Kenan Yildiz. Kenan Yildiz with that goal, a fantastic goal. Can we count it as a pre-assist from Igor Tudor? Probably yes. And this is all what we need to know at the moment of Juventus against Genoa. That's the most important thing. That's what he told us. That's that Juventinità. That's the will of doing well, that grinta. On the other side, pay attention. Because Igor Tudor, he wants also to show the world that it's not only a caretaker, not only a Juventino, not only grinta, power, and blah 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 blah, but it's also a coach that wants to show that he has an identity of playing, that he has a lot of courage. And yesterday he already started showing that immediately from the beginning of the game. He goes with a change of way of playing in terms of formation. 3-4-2-1. That's the first big change on the field from Igor Tudor. Yes, more verticality. Yes, a start with a bit more intensity, but it's not enough. And that's what he also says after the game. Yes, Juve, brava Juve, the 3 points, fantastic, all beautiful, but now more intensity. We need these players that are totally pumped up. Now, we see that there are margins to improve with that team. The team is strong, but to be able to continue with that type of football, we need more intensity. We must run. We saw it yesterday. The intentions were there, which is good because that means that you already entered the heads of some of the players, not all of them. We'll go towards the individuality of in a second, but in a lot of players' head, the approach to the game was totally different. Immediately, Juventus aggressive with 8-9 men immediately around the box of Genoa. A moment of doubt after that, and we know it, and we said it, impossible to change things from one day to another. And we saw a domination, at least with the ball of Genoa, that was not that dangerous. Juventus able to recuperate, to come back, to start trying to play. That individuality of Kenan Yildiz is fantastic. He's bringing us the goal, but it's not that moment that we collapse. A lot of times we saw it this season that after a goal, Juventus totally disappeared. We were able to keep it. For long? No, not for long, but the first signs are there. And that's Igor Tudor. We come back in the second half, and that's where we see for 30 minutes that nothing is happening. Not from Genoa, not from Juve. Is it or was it a tactical request from Igor that understood that at intensity, that physical condition was not optimal or is not optimal, and said, don't press too much in the beginning, keep that energy for a bit later. And that's what we see. Juventus was nearly about to close the game with a 2-0. At the end, it didn't happen. He said, look, good. To have that intensity, to make the players run, well, you need something. You need to enter their minds. And we saw it already a bit yesterday. But we also saw it yesterday on the field before the kickoff, where he's going, and I love that, with the players, not with them speaking, but on the field, having the supporters on his side, feeling, smelling, touching grass. Beautiful moments of Igor Tudor that we saw also celebrating with Perin, involving again the second goalkeeper that totally disappeared in the last moment of Thiago Motta, especially after that game in Riyadh where Perin was expecting to play. He wanted to play and he didn't understand why he didn't play that competition. Favored for Di Gregorio. He was feeling that game as his game because he won the Coppa Italia in 23-24 edition. Well, yesterday you saw these huge big hugs with him, but also speaking with Renato Vega. Beautiful signs of Igor. And then going and nearly kissing, hugging Weston McKennie. Beautiful images. McKennie that he knows already from the season of Pirlo 2021. Not a lot of ideas of Igor. It was impossible to ask much more than that, but good ideas. And the first one, of course, is common sense. Putting Kenan Yildiz in his position. Not behind the striker as a number 10 in that 4-2-3-1, but keeping him closer to the goal, a bit more central. And it's not a coincidence that he was the one that scored that goal. It's not a coincidence that today we see him, Kenan, on all the front pages. We don't see Tudor, we see Kenan Yildiz. Tudor effect, and Juventus is going again. Yildiz, the number 10 of Yildiz on Tuttosport, la linguaccia da signora, the tongue of the old lady. And we see here Kenan Yildiz again. Kenan Yildiz also on Corriere dello Sport. I told you, he's on all the front pages. Corto Tudor, going towards that 1-0 Corto Muso, referring to Allegri. We know it, Corriere dello Sport were not the best friends of Thiago Motta. They are happy that he's gone, and now they will support Tudor. Good for us, because that that negativity around the coach was not something that I appreciated a lot, especially in some moments where it was not even justified. In other moments it was. But seeing Kenan Yildiz there was beautiful. A goal was enough, yes, for that 1-0, but we saw it. Common sense of Igor Tudor asking Yildiz to do what he can do the best. Creating that magic, being free. Not really far away on the touchline, there, isolated, far away from the goal. Keeping him closer and telling him, go wherever you want, create, do the magic, because that's why you receive that number 10 on your back. And that's what Kenan Yildiz is yesterday. Happy, that dribble, right side, left side, right side, and then that power in an extremely close angle. Leali, he blocked 9 on 10 of the goal. It was nearly impossible to score. He decides to go with power, with frustration, with anger. That goes in. And after that, linguaccia, the tongue of Del Piero, and kissing the badge. Kissing to say, I love Juve. I love Juve. I don't want to go anywhere. I want to bring that team on the top of Europe, qualifying to Champions League, and then in the top of the world in that Club World Cup. Another one that is benefiting the Tudor effect is Nico Gonzalez, that a lot of us gave up on because he was not performing. That's not the player that we signed for 38 million euro from Fiorentina. Yesterday he did a really good game. Yesterday playing as a wing back, up and down, up and down, up and down, with that fantastic assist in the beginning of the game for Yildiz that he's going with a header. Beautiful. Nico Gonzalez, beautiful. Until he stayed on the field, he was one of the top 3 players. I think that he would deserve even the top 2 players of the entire game because he was really good. And I'm happy that we are able to recuperate players like that. Unfortunately, as I told you, impossible to have the magic wand. Tudor was not able to have the same effect that he had on Kenan and on Nico Gonzalez that we totally lost. You remember they were even inverting position, really strange. He was not able to do it on Koopmeiners. Koopmeiners, again, really, really in difficulty, extremely absent, a ghost yesterday. And yesterday, in front of microphones after the game, Tudor answered. Transparent, really honest. He didn't say, yeah, great, fantastic, but no, he didn't say he had a fever, he had the problems with the rib. He told us, yes, it's not a great moment for Teun Koopmeiners. We must recuperate him, but at the moment he's not living the best. We know it, we saw it, he knew it when he was sitting on the bench after being changed. Koopmeiners didn't do well. Not a lot of chances to see Koop again against Roma immediately. He needs to come back mentally, and at the moment he was not able to answer, not involved. You see it, if Kenan Yildiz in that heat map was everywhere, Koopmeiners that should play nearly the same position, well, he was nowhere. And that's the huge big difference. Another one that didn't benefit at the moment, the Tudor effect, is Dusan Vlahovic. Dusan Vlahovic that received again that starting spot, not only the starting spot, but also the 90 minutes. Plus the 2 minutes or 3 minutes of injury time yesterday. 50% pass accuracy on only 10 passes. He missed 5 of them. He touched only 33 balls. Yesterday, at a certain moment, he received the ball in the back, not able to shot on target, or extremely floppy. Yesterday, extremely nervous in the beginning, and I told him, don't consider the game as Vlahovic against Genoa, because you will put yourself too much pressure, and that's what he did yesterday. And at the certain moment in the second half, it even changed. It was not anymore Vlahovic against Genoa, because he was out of the game. It was Vlahovic against the referee. He was totally frustrated. He was speaking, he was stopping, he was not running. Something that Igor will not appreciate. If you want to enter again in Tudor's mind as the best striker of Serie A, you will need to run, because these are the words that Igor is using a lot. We must run. We must run. And if 3, if not 4 times during the game after losing a contract, because he lost a lot of contrast, 17 duels, he only won 4 of them. And if you stop running, well, Igor will not appreciate that anyway. It's not over, because I really wanted to come to something else. Juventus, 1 game. Did we do everything? No, we didn't do anything at the moment. We are in that observation test phase. We are in that phase where everyone needs to be looked at. Koopmeiners, Dusan Vlahovic, Yildiz, Nico Gonzalez, Tudor himself, some players on loan. We didn't see Colomwani. We will probably see him against Roma. The management. Yesterday, Elkan was there. After opening the wallet again, putting 15 million. And he will never be an ultra. He's not even the president of Juve. He's the owner of Juve. Well, yesterday, after opening the wallet for 15 million euro and already saying, I'm ready to put up to 110 million if we don't qualify to Champions League. I don't want to do it, but if they need my support, I will be there. I don't track back. Well, yesterday he showed also the support, being there, watching Juve in a moment of difficulty, in a moment where we all need to be together. Supporters, players, technical staff, managers, ownership, we all need to be one block. 8 games to go. Today we already have other answers with Fiorentina, with Atalanta that are playing. The other ones, unfortunately, we don't care anymore. Ragazzi, I hope you enjoyed that video. For more news, I tell you, I repeat, you put the notification ring on. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can. Let's see if we can find a way to report more news day to day, hour by hour. Grazie, forza, Juve.